7-yard line. That's a great call, too. Playing fake, and Bubba will put it up, throws over the middle. Touchdown. Great flag.
That's a way. Trying to center off to Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot. Far down, he scored.
Come from behind for a month. Now with the lead. They're getting a little wobbly. Philadelphia, they won't get him. Wow.
Edwards pulls up and buries the flag. Richardson tries out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Daniels takes his shot for Derby.
What is up, my Pitchfork Lunch people? Welcome to Thirsty Thursdays edition of the wonderful show, Pitchfork Lunch, as we go around Sun Devil Nation. I am Michael Carrasino at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter, as you guys all know. Yes, see the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Also, guess what? You can see it on my wonderful IG, which is at michael.caratinudo.5, as you guys all know. You can check it out there. Also, guys, the YouTube channel. Again, if you're watching live on YouTube, awesome, phenomenal. Love every second of that. Yeah, love every second of that. But also subscribe to the channel. And when you go to YouTube, like I said, subscribe to the channel, because any con reviews you may have missed here on Pitchfork Lunch, as we have coaches, players, voices, analysts, alum. I mean, just you name it, we got it. And I'm trying to bring it to you and grow more and more and more with every sport, as we have, again, a lot going on this weekend. Playoffs, swimming, women's swimming championships, wrestling. I know I mentioned it last week, and all the excitement with hockey and everything this week and talking stuff. And I had it in my notes, but wrestling, they are at their championships as well, my friends. So that in and of itself is there's 4 Sun Devils that qualified, and that is getting going today too. So wrestling, swimming, everything. But all the people that we have had on, the people that we have talked to, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you've missed it, you can go back and you can watch. Makes it easy. So again, go to YouTube, see my name, Michael Caratinudo, but it's at my channel's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Again, because like I said, you have missed a ton. And you can binge watch season 1, which again, you got a lot to get through, but then you can also binge watch up to this point, or the ones you haven't seen of season 2. See, it works out well for everybody. But again, it's at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe away. Also, for those of you watching, if you have to get up and go, you can also listen, as always, on the greatest internet radio station on the web, the Casual Sports Radio Network. Guys, it's very simple. If you're watching, you see it scrolling across the bottom. You can go to www.ksrnaz.com. Page will open up, click listen live, hit play, bam, there's your Pitchfork Lunch. Casual E, again, inviting us into the KSRN family. So very stoked for that, because he wanted more Sun Devil content. I said, well, I got it for you. And I'm getting it, and covering it. And being a Sun Devil alum, Cronkite School grad, as you guys know, he listened and he's like, let's do it. Let's get this Sun Devil content on the Casual Sports Radio Network. So we are there Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Like I said, all you got to do is go to www.ksrnaz.com. Page will open up. Get listen live, click play. Bam, there we go. So also subscribe to their socials when you're there real quick, because you want coverage. I mean, obviously draft is, thank God, each day it gets closer, but it's like a month away. And the liar's poker that I call it, because it is with football. Again, why would you tell anybody here, like, oh, we're definitely going to draft this if you're Tennessee, you have the number 1 pick, or, whatever pick you have in the first round, like, oh, this guy's going to get to us. This is who we're taking. The liar's poker. But Casual E has you covered from the Cardinals side. He also, again, Cardinals, Suns, D-backs, Mercury. I mean, Diana Taurasi's had her retirement press conference, last week during the show. So bummed that I was not out there, because she is just, again, absolutely awesome. Phenomenal career, as you guys know. Awesome to overstate the obvious, but phenomenal career. And yeah, it's a bummer to see. Oh, it's a bummer to see. So hold on one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a bummer to see. But Casual E, again, has you covered on all of that. So you can go to subscribe, go to ksrnaz.com, subscribe to their socials. You'll be hooked up, and then Monday through Friday, 12 to 1, Pitchfork Lunch. And I'm not going to forget to remind you, again, you can stream it through your Bluetooth. So I want you to watch, but if you're driving, please do not watch and drive. Pay attention to the road. But you're Sun Devils, you're geniuses, you're smart. I know that. You're innovative, but just pay attention to the road. So you're going to meet your friends for lunch and some hydration on this Thirsty Thursday. Listen to it. When you get there, you can still listen, obviously, on your phone, or again, you can just jump on and watch. So it is all there for you. But again, www.ksrnaz.com. Monday through Friday, page opens up. Click listen live, hit play, and you are all good to go. So yes, swimming getting going today, guys, as the women are up in the 12 representatives I talked about yesterday that you guys heard. The women are up in Federal Way, Washington. It is being streamed on ESPN Plus as we talk. Yes, happy first day. Well, I know the first 4 in, but for those of us seasoned and experienced ones, happy first day of the NCAA tournament. Hit me up in the comments, by the way, too. Let me know who you got. Let me know who you got, because I would love to. I will tell you who I have, but again, like I said, hit me up in the comments anywhere. What you think of your bracket, what you did, how you filled it out. I mean, you don't have to get that in depth, but I mean, just what you think of your bracket. Of course, because everybody fills it out, you submit, the one big one for those of you out there that, yes, I do have one main one, but yes, I filled out a ton of extra ones, just, for fun, for what the hell, right? But yeah, let me know what you think of your bracket, man. Hit me up in the comments. But happy first day of the NCAA tournament. I will share a quick story. This is a great time. And even if, for people that are betting, but to be in Vegas, but I would say it's been 8 years. So 2017 was the last time, not the first time, but the last time I was in Vegas for the opening weekend. And I tell you, we got there late Wednesday night, didn't do anything, just kind of chilled, had some food, went to bed, got up, and we're just like, okay, tournament all day Thursday. And then, a little bit Thursday night, all day Friday. Okay, a little bit more Friday night. And then by Saturday, we're like, oh, man. And then Sunday, we're watching games. Literally, it was awesome, but it's so much fun. But that was the last night. Yeah, it's been a minute. So, but maybe next year, Pitchfork Lunch, maybe we can do it from Vegas. The basketball team's headed to Vegas. Granted, it's on the 31st for that postseason tournament we talked about. But nonetheless, it is a good time if you've never done it. Hit me up in the comments. So if you have, guys, feel free to chime in, man. Yes. So, but swimming going on, wrestling. Like I said, I will get to that. My apologies yesterday, man. I'm so stoked for well, I know over safety hours, but wrestling and getting to see a few of their matches. Granted, they had quite a few on the road. They had some at home, but yeah, they had some matches, and it's like I said, it's getting to go to some of the wrestling matches. Obviously, they had some matches. That was funny. Um, so yes, stoked for wrestling, and yeah, it um So yeah, and obviously stoked for hockey, guys. The NCHC Frozen Face-Off in St. Paul, taking on Denver for the 5th time. I'm going to get into some of those numbers. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to hear from Coach Powers and Artem Slane. As again, getting ready for Denver. Slane transferred in, but this young man, I mean, the season he's had, Ryan Kerwin, 25 goals for him. Lucas Sillinger, again, phenomenal. Just again, that those forwards and winger and just getting those assists. And I mean, it is awesome, my friends. It is very exciting. Swimming, wrestling, hockey, like, yeah, hello. And then, on top of that, by the way, yes, it is Territorial Cup weekend here for softball, as we call it, as you see the which one was that? This is what I call it when it's that's cool. I don't like to use this word. You guys know that because I'm a Sun Devil. I'm bigger than that. But when it comes to this, one of the best shirts and I ever saw when I first saw it a few minutes ago. But yes, this is what it is for softball right here. This is how we spell that. And I mean, I would have rather would have had like, Sparky like trouncing on that, but nonetheless, that's how we feel about that team down south. Yes, can have respect, but again, doesn't mean have to like whatsoever at all. And with these colors, they don't run, man. They don't run. The maroon and gold when it comes to that school. So yes, softball taking them on in Farrington all weekend. Get on out there, guys. Get out there, be loud, and let's see this Sun Devil team experienced mixed with young and dominant pitching. And whew, I mean, honestly, talk about Kenzie Brown yesterday. I mean, we heard from Coach Bartlett after their win over UNLV 4-1. I mean, 4 out of the 5 last games, Miss Brown double-digit strikeouts and 18 against BYU. I almost said Baylor. They're in the same conference though. But yes, against BYU. I mean, come on. You can't not be excited. And then of course, like Territorial Cup, and you heard what Coach said yesterday. So we're gonna give him hell. So yes, we are definitely gonna give them a little hell. So yeah, don't yeah. So once again, get on out to Farrington. Like this team again, so very exciting. and could not be more stoked for it. The series this weekend, the passion, the dislike, just being honest, just being honest. Yeah, so it will be awesome out there. Also, baseball's home this weekend, opening up home Big 12 play as they were 2-1 against TCU. And yeah, last Friday, but storm back. And Coach Bloomquist's been talking about response. And yeah, baseball's going to be about that. And yeah, I mean, approach. And we heard from him yesterday. And, obviously flustered, very not happy about the USC loss. Not that any coaches are going to be happy about anything else. But yeah, just again, but to come back, to lose the first one, bounce back, take the next two, kind of like they did against Oral Roberts here. They dropped to Oral Roberts on Friday. Boom, boom. And then put 26 runs up in that middle game. I mean, they put 38 runs up in the final two games. I mean, when you're averaging 19 runs a game in baseball, chances are, I know, overstate the obvious, right? Pitchfork launchers, but no, nonetheless. So yeah, it's going to be interesting against Kansas too. I'll hit a little bit on that. But yeah, like I said, hockey, wrestling, and then women's swim. Big hockey, obviously, to keep going on and advancing, getting into the postseason, or into the Frozen Four, as I call it. Which again, growing up, I remember always watching those games. Just like, again, so stoked we have women's lacrosse here, who's doing hella well. They also have a game on Saturday, as does water polo. But yeah, the Frozen Four, again, just guys. Like I said, the Stanley Cup playoffs to me are the best playoffs in all sports. But you see college hockey, and it's just like, I mean, and what Coach Powers, but how this team is grinded, how they've started 3-7-1, and they're banged up, and then they just kind of, like, goes on. The older players or leaders kind of galvanize this team. They get a win, and then they win 8 in a row. Well, technically, as 10, but the games against the U.S. national team development team. I know, say that 10 times fast. It's not that hard. I apologize, but nonetheless, like, they won 8 in a row after that, and then now they're up to 21 wins after the phenomenal NCHC quarterfinal sweep here at Mullet Arena, which was, again, just phenomenal. And I mean, but again, you see what this team's doing. I mean, obviously, Ryan Kerwin with 25 goals, Artem Schlane coming on, Bennett Shimmick, the way he's come on. I mean, it's just, and like I said, Lucas Sillinger. Then you have Colin Potter, a pup, and guys like Ty Murchison, Anthony Dowd. It's just, it goes on and on. It's just the way this team has come together, and coaches had to shift the lines. And I mean, losing a leader and just a spark like Benji Eckerly, who again got banged up and not going to be back. And hopefully, from what coach said, and again, Kyle Smolin, he's with the team. So as far as my full understanding, he is with the team, and he will be. They'll see if he can go. So, I mean, we'll see what happens there. Coach was, cautiously optimistic, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, again, but it's just the guys who's ever been in. I mean, Cruz Lucius, was it Brayson Bozer? Like, they have done. It's just, again, like, this team has just come together, and then whether it's Pavicic, and then coach was very adamant about Saturday about pulling Pavicic, because they're down 3-0. He goes, but we played a really good, a much better first period with how he wanted his team to match Minnesota Duluth, but he's like, sometimes you just feel you got to give, maybe it sparks the team. And yeah, when a goalie gets pulled, a lot of times defenders, just in general, seem like not just the defense, but the team in general is like, we didn't do a good enough job either helping him out, but yeah, I mean, and Gibson Homer made some saves and they get those, 3 goals in 5 minutes. And tie it up. And I mean, they're down, they're tied. And but that's the grit and the fight this team has showed all year, and having to deal with injuries and getting healthier, and then unfortunately losing some people. But those players and what they do and what Coach Powers and the staff wants to do, done a phenomenal job. Like, how can you not think so? So anywho, all right, but I'm going to take a break, reset. When we get back, I'm going to talk more hockey, and then we will get into softball as well too, because like I said, no, we'll talk hockey, but swimming and wrestling, and we'll give you the updates as I know on that. And we shall go from there. But yes, we'll definitely have swimming and wrestling, because I want to let you know, again, those are on ESPN Plus, both swimming and wrestling, so you can check it out there. But nonetheless, so I'm going to step aside. When we get back, we'll have more Pitchfork Lunch, quenching your thirst. So take a quick break, get a sip of something, and we will be right back.
Inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use.
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean Connery.
Bird Gang, I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending the message out to the world.
Always laying that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
Got a big painting project you've been putting off because you don't think you can afford it? Well, it's time to call the team at Customer First Solutions. Customer First is your one-stop shop for all home repairs, from full interior and exterior painting to handyman services, drywall repair, electrical, and plumbing. Customer First has the most competitive prices in the Valley. Your flat rate quote is based on the square footage of your home, and that includes wall repair. All Customer First technicians are licensed, bonded, and fully background checked for your assurance. Call or text Customer First Solutions at 480-877-0255 for your free quote. Customer First Solutions, where our customers and their homes are our first priority.
KSRN has an inside track on all things sports, with topics and opinions from former players and local personalities. Catch 15-year NFL veteran Ed Smith and Jay Adams on Easy Sports Talk every Saturday.
Unfortunately, with this back and these knees, I don't quite have that ability, or at least I use it.
For all things Arizona Cardinals, tune in Monday nights with Casual E and Sean McConnell.
Bird gang. I know it's another tough loss, but keep encouraged. We miss you, BA.
And now you can exclusively listen to former Arizona Cardinal Jeremy Bridges on his show, JB and Benny Blue Review.
Exactly.
Don't be dumb.
Sending a message out to the world.
Always relay that message. Don't be dumb.
Yes, your guy, Benny Blue, comedian extraordinaire.
Exclusively on KSRN, Casual Sports Radio Network.
You are listening to the best internet radio station on the web, KSRN, Arizona.
Yes, for those of you listening on the Casual Sports Radio Network, you are listening on the greatest internet radio station on the web. I am Michael Kirshner at Diablo00 on X, artist formerly known as the Twitter show, live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Pitchfork Lunch also live on the IG, Michael.Kirshner.5. My YouTube channel, you should watch live and subscribe and get all caught up, because, again, you've missed a lot of con reviews with phenomenal Sun Devils, whether it be coaches, players, alum, voices, analysts, becoming a part of the Pitchfork Lunch mojo, family and mojo, to say the least. So yeah. And like I said, the Casual Sports Radio Network, just go to www.ksrnaz.com. Page opens up, click listen live, hit play Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. Bam, there is Pitchfork Lunch. And now you have no excuse not to hear, because you can hear it all over the world. You're on vacation. I want you to relax and enjoy, but you can chill and relax and enjoy and still keep up with Sun Devil Nation. And again, looking to have some guests on. Hopefully, I was hoping to have some today, but some things messed that up because, well, it just did. But onward and upward, we're going to make it happen. Yeah, we're going to definitely make it happen. And so it's so yes, but championships for swimming, guys, the women's swim team, I want to get to that because, like I told you yesterday, there's 12 swimmers. Real quick, Isa Adame, Caroline Bentz, Charlie Brown, Denise Urton, Erin Milligan, Alexa Reyna, Julia Ullman, Sonia Vaishani, Miriam Sheehan, Ellie Strom, Grace Lindberg, and Emma Gellert are back up in federal weight. By the way, they were part of the Big 12 championship team. Yeah, first year in the Big 12. I'm sorry, other schools. What? Okay, yeah, first year in the Big 12. That being said, so yes, but yeah, the 200. But yeah, so those 12 are there, and it's they are in federal way. So yeah. Um, yes. So so ASU took eighth in the women took eighth in the 200 medley. The 200 medley, and they had a time of 134.54. Yeah, 134.54. And let's see that. Well, they set another school record because of the Big 12 championship. They went 135.63. Now 134.54, taking a second off their time. That is, again, absolutely phenomenal. And by the way, so yeah, Miriam Sheehan, Isa Adame, Julia Ullman, and Caroline Bentz. I want to say that's 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Miriam Sheehan swam the first leg, and then Isa Adame the second, Julia Ullman the third, and then Caroline Bentz brought it home. But yeah, 134.54, shaving a second off their time. Virginia, they took it with a 131 or 131.10. So yes, that is where they're at there. And then in the 800 free yesterday, let's see. ASU didn't have anybody in the 800 free. Yes, but in the 800 free, just so let's see, women's 800 free. Oh, that's the relay. So wait, they did have. They did finish 19th. Or 13th. Oh. Yeah, Stanford took it of the 6 51.79. But yeah, the Devils were 19th. Aaron Milligan, Charlie Brown, Ellie Strom, and Grace Lindberg. Again, a 7:03.72. And that was yesterday, just so you guys know. And I think, let's see, who do we have in the 500? In the 500 free, Alexa Reyna had a 4:39.24 at the Big 12 championships. And she is, of course, back at it. But yes, Alexa Reyna this morning in the 500 free. Oh, Denise Urton also was in it. And she finished, her time was, well, she was 33rd overall, the junior, but she had a 4:40.84. Don't. Yeah, Denise Urton. I don't see. Wow, Alexa Reyna, man, 4:47.57, which is 8 seconds off of what she qualified at, 4:39.24. So that's where she finished. Again, but if you look at, I mean, Nash, it's insane. If you're getting a chance, if you're not getting a chance to watch this on ESPN Plus, kind of a bummer. I'm bummed for you because I did check some of it out. Yeah, I was able to check some of it out yesterday. And then going from there. Also, the 200 IM. Who did we have in the two? Did we have anybody in the 200 IM? Yes, they do have a team in the 200 IM. Apologies. So let's see. Oh no, that was the medley relay. I don't see anybody in the two. Ooh, 200 IM. Charlie Brown. She should. Let's see where Charlie Brown finished in the 200 IM prelims today. She was 37th, and she took 42 hundredths of a second off her time. She qualified at 157.50 and came in at 157.08 for the senior. So love seeing that time. But yeah, I mean well, it's crazy. Tori Husk, you guys know Tori Husk, the Olympian Tori Husk. It's at Stanford. Well, you might not know, but she's an Olympian and was an Olympian and absolutely phenomenal. But she had in the 200 IM, she qualified at 151.46, and she's a little bit off today, but at 151.53 to take the tops. So you have, let's see, you have Husk from Stanford, Polanski from Cal, Emma Stickland from Texas, Alex Walsh from Virginia, Caroline Bricker from Stanford, Phoebe Bacon from Wisconsin, Lucy Bell from Stanford, and Josephine Fuller from Tennessee. The top 8 there. So, And the 50 free. Last prelims I will give you because you can check all these and I'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll see where how they finished up today. But Caroline Bentz was 16th, and she finished at she qualified at 21:77 was her qualifying time, but she swam at 21:89. But yeah, the only one under 20 was Gretchen Walsh, the senior from Virginia. And I saw not the full meet, but I saw Walsh swim. I want to say it was the 100. I don't think it was just a 50, but yeah, I'm moving. But a 20:44. She seated at 20:60. It was the only one under or in the in the 20 seconds. Everybody is 21 and over. Again, not that they're slow, and she went 20:44. But yeah, you have from first to from first to eighth, you have 20:44 to 21:63. But yeah, Caroline Bentz, good for her. So a 21:89 in the prelims, and she was at 16th. So, but yeah, phenomenal. Wrestling, my friends, don't forget, like I said, wrestling before we get out of here, because again, we'll hit hockey hard tomorrow and obviously softball. But for wrestling, which is on ESPN Plus, started today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Yep. So Figueroa looks to repeat as Sun Devil Wrestling has 3 to the NCAA championships. Figueroa, like I said, Richard Figueroa, Nico Ruiz, and Colton Schultz. Figueroa at 125, he's number 5. He will take on number 28, Coda Holman of Cal Poly. And Thursday, March 20th, 9 a.m. Arizona. Well, it's 9 a.m. So we'll get to all the finals tomorrow. But just, again, go to ESPN Plus. You can check this out. And then Nico Ruiz in the 165-pound class, he's number 15. He will take on number 18, Max, with 2 X's, Mayfield of Northwestern. And then Colton Schultz, he's number 9. He'll take on number 24, Nolan Neves of North Carolina. But yes, so that is what we have there. But I'll dive more into that tomorrow. Colton Schultz, we heard from him on the show. Obviously, his senior day got an overtime victory over. He is one of the few matches won when they took on Oklahoma. But yeah, I was able to take him on and do well there. So, but yeah, huge. And then, like I said, man, it's just such a phenomenal week. I know the show. So talk about highlighted. I'm pumped. You're pumped. Ooh, comments. Let's see. Who do we got? Oh, what's good, Pitchful? Low Tone, man. What's up, buddy? Where's your who you got in the NCAA tournament? Who'd you take, man? Who you got winning it? Let me know, man. Let me know. Yeah, there's Low Tone. Busy man. Oh, yes, it is lunchtime. Hopefully you're getting a little thirst, a little hydration too. But yeah, who you got for a tournament? If you fill out a bracket, even if you did, who do you think wins it? But yeah, guys, hit me up in the comments. We're gonna get out of here though. Again, a phenomenal Thirsty Thursday, as again, hockey's playing tomorrow. Wrestling, obviously, again, go to ESPN Plus. You can check it all out. Women's swimming too. Again, prelims going on, and finals are for all these events. Prelims are in the morning, and the finals are at 6 p.m. I know I told you guys that yesterday. So that being said, it's like I said, very, awesome time. And then the NCAC Frozen Face-Off, St. Paul. bring on the Pioneers of Denver. And people say, be careful of what you wish for. Again, the Devils are 3-1 against them this year. They are going to go toe-to-toe. This is going to be a fast game. And we know Denver can score. Like I said, we'll hear from Coach Powers and Artem Schilling tomorrow. But, yes, they will be on the show tomorrow. You'll hear from them as they're getting ready, like I said, for Denver. And softball, it is where are we? This is what it is. This is, yep, that team from down south is here. And we need to pack Club Farrington, as they say, and let the little kiddies hear it. That's all I have to say. But that's my feeling of that best shirt, one of the best shirts I saw years ago, the first time I saw it. So yes, very, very awesome. Softball's got that, baseball's got Kansas. But again, tomorrow, women's swimming update. We'll get more into that. Wrestling, obviously, see what Figueroa can do. He's looking to repeat as an NCAA champ at 125, and also, like I said, baseball playing in Kansas, hockey. It's phenomenal. Water polo. So yeah, we're rocking here. But everybody, I should say, have a phenomenal rest of your Thirsty Thursday. Hopefully, we quench the thirst, but we want more Sun Devil stuff. So I'm going to get out of here. I will see you tomorrow, same bat time and same bat channel. And like reigning Big 12 champs women's volleyball always reminded me, #OurState. And yes, as always, we know, go Devils. And as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
The 27-yard line. That's a great call, too. Blaine Baker, Bubba will put it up, throws over the middle. Touchdown. Quick flag.
That's away. Trying to center off is Eckerly, and he just missed the net. O'Reilly with the shot. Far down, he scores.